World Cup is almost upon us. First off, what do you think are England's chances in the tournament?
For me, I think England have got a great chance. But every time that we've gone into a World Cup, we've always had a good squad. It's just that we don't seem to have produced our best football in the tournament. And I think that's the important factor this year, is that if England produce the form that they showed in qualification, then I think they'll have a great tournament. But it's all about being ready for the tournament, you know, and we've got some great players now at great times of their career, because they've got experience, but they're still not very old. So I think, yeah, they've got a great chance.
There's a little bit of concern about the fitness of Wayne Rooney. He's still recovering and he's still feeling the effects of an injury. Do you think that England over-relies on Rooney?
No, I don't think England over-relies on Rooney, because he's not scored that many goals for England. He's scored a lot of goals for Manchester this season. But if you look at the other goal scorers, they contribute quite a lot. You know, and especially with the two midfield players that we've got in Gerrard and Lampard. You know, two great players there, and Lampard always seems to score. So, no, I don't think we... obviously, if we have Wayne there, it's going to be a massive boost for us, and which I'm sure he will be there anyway. But, you know, the whole team, for me, looks like it can score goals.
Capello is thinking of pushing Gerrard to play just behind Rooney, supported by two wingers. What do you think of that formation?
It depends. It depends how far he tells Gerrard to go. You know, English football has always been 4-4-2. You know, so if you start changing that in a World Cup, then it's a little bit different and strange. You know, so I would say stay with the formation, and then just give them a little bit of a free rein where they can go. One goes, one stays. You know, you have to. But with Gerrard and Lampard, they've got the experience now to be able to see that, you know, who holds and who goes.
Who would you like to see, if England goes with a 4-4-2, who would you like to see partner Rooney?
I think, you know, you've got to look at people like Heskey, because he brings so much to the game. I know people criticise him for not scoring goals, but his overall contribution to the game is massive. You know, so but then you look at someone like Peter Crouch as well, who is so tall and is such a dangerous threat in the air, but he's also very good with his feet. You know, and he's scoring goals. So I would, you know, it's either Crouch or Heskey, and I don't know, it's very close competition there.
Okay. Something close to your heart, of course. Who should be England's #1?
For me, it's David James, no doubt at all, because lots and lots of experience. I think Robert Green is a little bit short on experience for the World Cup, but you know, the World Cup is such a pressure game. It's huge. You know, you have Premier League, you have England, and then it's World Cup. You know, it's just so high, high in pressure. So that's why I choose David James, because he's got lots of experience.
In the past, England have I wouldn't say it's been cursed, but
I know what you mean.
The penalty shootout. So, is that a factor in why you say, you know, David James should be the #1, because he has, you know, so much experience?
Yeah, he's got a lot. David James got lots of experience, you know, and he's also been there before, you know, and he's when you see David James, he's taller than me. He's like 6'5", and he's a big guy, you know. So when a guy's going to take the penalty, the goal just goes like this, it goes smaller. So, yeah, you know, David's got lots of experience, but he's definitely going to be my #1 for penalty shootout as well.
Right.
I can't wait to see Rooney in the World Cup. I think that's just going to be fantastic for England too. But the guy that I'm looking forward to seeing most is Messi. You know, I saw him play against Arsenal in the Champions League, and he was just unbelievable. In both games, I watched the game at Arsenal, then I watched the Barcelona one on TV, and he's just a fantastic player, and he's only, what, 22, 23? It's just frightening, so I can't wait to see him.
Apart from Messi and, of course, Argentina, anyone else that you know?
People like Drogba, you know, who's a great player, especially in the Premier League. You know, it's he's a big guy, you know, great centre forward. and plays like a real English old-fashioned centre forward.
Okay. What would be your dream final?
My dream final would be England-Brazil. I wonder why. An England win with a massive long shot from the halfway line.
Well, actually, just speaking of that, you know, I'm sure you've taken this question many times from reporters, but I've got to ask you personally. I mean, what do you remember of that? You know, shot by Ronaldinho in 2000.
Yeah, obviously it's a part of my history now. You know, so. You know, people say to me, "Oh, do you think he meant it?" And I say, it doesn't matter, because whether he meant it or not, it still went in. I know he didn't mean it, because I knew straight after the game that he didn't mean it. But you know, it's still a long shot from 40 yards or something. But it still went in the top corner.
Did he catch you like off guard? Or?
No, yeah, a little bit. My movement, you know, I tried to go left and then right and then got blocked out. You know, but I was expecting a cross. Yeah, and so was he.